Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurler. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 387.
Sexiest podcast on the network because I'm dying immediately.
Right?
Oh my God.
Right. Nothing says sexy like the plague.
Yeah, you got that right. Holy hell. It's like right there, too.
Yeah.
Sucks.
You just remove that section. Problem solved.
Tempting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can come over and do it if you want.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you know.
It's like what are friends for and stuff.
Right, exactly. Sure, I'll cut part of your neck out.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Right? I mean, that's how it works. It's like taking a block out of a stack of Lego, right? Like
pretty
you
much.
Take one out and then connect everything back together.
Yeah. And we're good to go.
Mm-hmm. With a much shorter neck.
Much shorter neck. That's fine, though.
Basically, your head's on your torso.
Right.
Or chest, I mean.
Like a Dick Tracy villain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a good look.
It is it?
I guess.
I don't know. What would your Dick Tracy name be, though?
Probably like No Neck Weirdo or something.
Yeah, No Neck is a good one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because, pretty obvious.
Shoulders McGillicuddy.
Shoulders. Either that or they'd call you something that's neck related,
Oh, yeah. Like,
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Necky.
Necky McGee.
Yeah. They'll just call you Nex or something like that.
Yeah, Nex would be good.
Yeah.
Something with vertebrae.
Vertebro? Vertebro?
Vertebro.
That'd be your He-Man name.
For sure, that's a He-Man name.
Because there's already Mechanex, so you can't have that. But
yeah,
Vertebro. Yeah.
He's like a skeleton skateboard dude.
Yeah. Yes. So he gets vertical, and he's got vertebrae. Yeah.
And he's a bro.
And he's a bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it works on multiple levels.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's just, hanging out. This sounds like a bad guy, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so he's just hanging out at, the hell is Skeletor's fucking castle's name?
Snake Mountain.
Snake Mountain. God, I was thinking Snake Mountain, but I'm like, that's too easy. I should have known.
No, it's He-Man, dude. You don't overthink it.
Exactly. I should have known.
Yeah.
So he's just hanging out at Snake Mountain, just fucking broing out all the time.
Mm-hmm. Just hitting the half pipes all over.
Yep, exactly.
Skeletor's always like, where the hell did these half pipes come from?
Jesus Christ. Why does it smell like weed in here?
Right. Oh, man. Beastman just smells like old dank weed because, his fur, the smell is just in there.
Just cakes into it.
It's like carpet.
Yeah, for sure.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Damn it, Vertebro.
I know. Yep.
Fucking up the Snake Mountain for everybody.
Yeah. Skeletor's having a meeting. He's like, all right, here's what we're going to do today. And everybody's high, so they're just giggling and, no one's going to do anything because they just want to sit around and watch TV.
Exactly. Vertebro walks into like the boardroom, just with a towel around his waist and a pot of ramen. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't realize this was taken.
Skelebro.
Skelebro.
I hate that guy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's what he is. He's like Skeletor's like nephew or something.
Yeah, Skeletor's
Wait,
sister
that'd be He-Man.
no. Skeletor's sister just is like, hey, can you just keep him for the summer? He needs a change of environment. Or
yeah, I'm afraid
Yes.
he's just around the wrong people.
Yeah, it's like he hangs out at Snake Mountain for all the villains.
Well, Skeletor's not a bad guy. It's just misunderstood.
He is. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got a skeleton for a face. Of course everyone thinks he's evil.
Right.
Skeleton for a face. What am I saying? He's got a skull for a face.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Like, just, he's trying to go through life and just get regular jobs. And they're just like he wants to, be a server at a restaurant or something. And they're just like, with that face, you're washing dishes, pal.
Like, we got two problems here. One, you've got delts for days. You're intimidating everybody.
I mean,
two,
he hits
skull
the gym.
face.
I mean, clearly he hits the gym.
Your voice.
Right.
Can you imagine trying to explain the Applebee's Wednesday special to a table of four?
Skeletor with all his flair on him.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
No wonder he became a villain. Right? He couldn't find a good job.
Yeah, right? What else are you going to do when you look like that?
What else are you going to do? Yeah, we have a skull face. What else what are you left with?
You can't be a good guy. You can walk around and be the good skeleton? I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I mean, look at Casper. He's the friendly ghost. And I mean, do you want to be Casper?
No, fuck that guy. Looks like a flying sperm.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only time he could find work is October.
Well, as a flying sperm?
No, Skeletor.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Then it'd be great.
Yeah, he's got plenty of work in October, but that's it. You can't bank on 1 month a year.
No, I mean, depending on what you do, but probably not with what he's going to do.
Bro, he's just doing haunted house carny work.
He's working at Spirit Halloween stores.
Wow, that's a great costume. Way off.
Yeah. Yes, costume. They leave, and then he's like, I'll get them, he starts plotting their demise.
Or he's just like, I gotta go to the back room and just cries.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Can he cry?
Cries I don't know. I assume he cries and just starts doing pull-ups. That's why he's so shredded.
That's what I like to do, cry and do pull-ups.
He's trying to just beat that pain out with, a good, strong workout.
Sure. I mean, that's what it's about, right?
Exactly. He's like, what would you rather do, cry or do deadlifts?
I can do both.
You just...
This is terrible. Poor Skeletor.
Mm-hmm. See, you're right. He's just a misunderstood villain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then Vertebro comes in, steals all his thunder. Nobody listens to Skeletor because Vertebro's so cool. Everyone wants to be him.
Yep.
Everyone's dressing in skater gear after he gets there.
He's trying to figure out how to hook his Xbox up to that magic mirror thing.
Right? Yeah. Yes.
Like, where's the HDMI port, bro?
Evelyn takes a liking to him,
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Merman.
She's blowing him in the closet or something.
I mean, it happens,
It happens. What are you going to do?
Right.
Yeah, some young stud comes in.
Yep.
With a carefree attitude.
Yeah. Well, Vertebro will definitely give you a bone,
He will. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Well, then. Welcome to Salty Language. I'm Brian.
Hey, I'm Tony.
Oh, man.
That is a pretty standard issue. Just start going into a random rant.
Yeah.
That was fun, though.
That was fun. Yeah.
All right, so let's stay salty and wait.
Yeah, we're out of here. We're done. That's good stuff right there.
Oh, you know what? We can't be out of here.
What?
We can't be out of here yet.
No?
Got a fresh beer.
Oh, well, in that case.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're right. You have to fall asleep.
Yeah, right. Actually, I'm feeling all right. Swinging at the fences today.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So how's your week been?
It's been a weird week.
Okay.
Christmas is weird because
it's Christmas.
It is.
Yeah.
Because Christmas. But I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just different, Brian.
Well, yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
But dude, kids got me like best gift ever.
What's that?
Fucking bro, got me John Denver and the Muppets record.
Nice.
Like the shit I had as a kid.
Right.
That I had on my list of vinyl that I needed to own.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They tracked it down on the internet.
Awesome.
I know. So that was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, and then Logan, he gave it to me yesterday, made me a coffee mug in a ceramic class, too. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Basically got my beer down.
Yeah, I saw the picture. That's nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, it was a good, it was a good Christmas.
Nice.
My family was definitely a little, like, weirded out by my Christmas suit when I came rolling in, looking like a goddamn tree.
Looking like a goddamn $1,000,000, you mean?
I know, right? But it was funny because then, like, the next day, no, it was 2 days because it wasn't my family didn't do their stuff on Christmas. Mm. My mom calls me and she's like, "Do you have any pictures of you in that suit?" I'm like, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
have you seen my Instagram? Of course I do.
Duh. Like, yeah, I got a couple. Why? And she's like, "Well, I was talking to your aunt in Florida and, we're just talking about you and everything that's going on. And then I'm watching TV and Al Roker came on." And she's like, "He's the weatherman on Good Morning America." Like, really? You don't say. But she's like, it was Al Roker and his family. And he's got a wife and a daughter and a son. And they were all wearing the suit or dresses of the same pattern that you had.
Oh, my.
I went, "Oh, really?"
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
So she wanted to, get a picture sent to my aunt of me in my suit. Bawling.
Yeah,
Christmas
naturally.
bawling.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Fair enough.
How about you? How about yourself?
It wasn't too bad. It was, I always build up anxiety before it, even though there's really not much of a reason to most of the time. And, right. A couple times through the night I had to, like, come in here and just kind of, focus on the breathing as we talk about on The Crazy Life. Just kind of try to basically calm myself down because my anxiety was kind of going all over. And I think it's just because there's just, like, constant noise. There's just no break. And you know, like, I'm very much the type, like, my ears need a rest in between stuff sometimes, you know, it's just, you know, so that's why I just came in the other room, you know, and just sat down, did a couple breathing exercises, and then went back out fresh as a daisy. So,
Right.
it was pretty awesome. My nephew came over and, brought me, from when one of his friends was in town, and bought some, it's Goose Island. I think it's just called Goose IPA or something like that. It's just their standard IPA. And, so he brought those over, and I was like, well, you know, I mean, here they are. They're free beers, you know, so.
Truth, right?
So I had some of those and whatnot. It wasn't too bad. You know, it's a standard IPA. It's not, you know, nothing crazy, but
it doesn't blow your mind, right?
No, yeah. But whatever, you know, at least it wasn't a bad beer, you know?
True.
Or something weird I wouldn't drink. But like I told him, I said, yeah, if it's some weird beer, I was like, I'll find somebody, you know, I'll find it a good home no matter what, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
If nothing else, I'll give it to T. No, I'm kidding.
T does drink all the beer.
Right. T, drink this. But yeah, that was, you know, pretty cool and, for the most part, pretty fun. You know, it kind of sucked a little bit. We had a little, my brother, his ex-wife, she just passed away like 2 days before Christmas from cancer. Yeah. So, you know, my niece Brittany was over and, you know, and I felt bad for her, of course, cause she's only 30, you know, and now you're in the dead dad club, you know, or dead mom club. I'm sorry.
Dead parent club.
Dead parent club. And it sucks, you know, and you're young. So it, you know, extra sucks. So, you know, I talked with her a little bit, and it was really tough for me because on one hand, I feel bad for her, of course, because she lost her mom. That sucks, you know? And the way she lost her too, you know, I mean, you know, it sucks watching your parent just dwindle, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But then she was just like, I'm going to drink and this and that. And I was like, don't do that. I was like, that's not the answer. Well, it'll make me feel better. And it's like, I'm not going to argue this because you're not going to hear logic at this point. And I get it, you know, but
right.
For anyone out there, it's not the answer because once you sober up, guess what's still there?
Yeah, exactly.
The problem and a hangover. Yeah. So, but you know, so that kind of hung over us on the night, but it wasn't terrible. It was just that we all felt bad because, you know, for her. And, so, you know, that was a little tough, but we, after everybody left, you know, I always had that moment that as soon as everyone's gone, you just have that quiet.
Right.
And I'll be honest, it was my favorite part after my dad died, like after the funeral and everything, was when everybody left the house and it was just quiet, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
And same with this too. I was like, okay, I've just had 5 hours basically or not 5, 4. Yeah, actually it was about 5 hours of just constant, you know.
Just noise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, whatever. It you know, that's what it is. So, but it was a good time. Everyone seemed to have a pretty good time. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, that is good. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And, you know, for Christmas, I got a bunch of, pops that I wanted, and Roxana got me from the DC Bombshells line. She got me a Black Canary and a Poison Ivy from a company called Cryptozoic, and I didn't even know those were out. So, you know, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because for those who don't know, Black Canary is my favorite of the DC Bombshell characters. Or the design of her, because she's like a singer, you know, like a loud singer kind of thing.
Right.
From back in the day. So, yeah, so that was pretty cool. I was pretty happy with what I got. So
nice.
Yeah. Especially
the season.
Well, you know, especially at our age, you know, I mean, you know, you're generally not going to get like 1,000 gifts or, you know, it's like,
exactly.
So, you know, you don't get as much as you used to, but who cares, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate a lot what was given to me. So,
And that's the most important part,
I guess.
right? For sure. Just yeah, vertebra.
Oh. Yeah. That's been about it for the week, It was like through the days leading up to it, it was pretty much, move stuff around, clean the house, give it that company's coming over clean,
Yeah, for sure.
Not just the normal clean,
Yeah, not to just straighten it up and stuff like
Right,
that.
where you wipe the dust rag over something and you see a streak and you're like, I'll get it next time. This time it's nah, I gotta go back and get it, So.
Like, son of a bitch, Santa Claus is watching.
I know, right? So, yeah, that was a good time. No, it wasn't. But, yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I actually have a Christmas follow-up story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The Christmas weed was stolen.
Good. I hope somebody set it on fire.
Or at least a chunk of it was stolen.
I'm so tired of hearing about this thing.
It came across the news this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Which I'm sure there was
some dude just pulled up and like grabbed a handful of shit and threw it in his trunk and then left.
Wow.
I know.
All right. Jeez.
Yeah. Including the plant itself. So, what's it going to be? Show up on eBay or some dumb shit?
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's
stupid.
Like,
I mean, who takes the plant?
Well, here's the I'm assuming that there is technically no owner of the plant. So I don't know that you could be charged with like theft or anything. So, I don't know. Maybe it's the cities because it's on the city property. I don't know.
I think
how
it
that
is
works.
the cities, yeah.
So if so, I mean, you theoretically could be charged with stealing from the city, which is probably worse than just stealing.
Yeah.
But, cause it's like you watch in like a couple weeks or something, or within a week or so, we'll have seen some dumbass on Facebook posting them, burning it or cutting it in half or whatever it is they're going to do.
Yeah, some dumbass is doing dumb shit.
Yeah. Well, it's like, what's your end game otherwise with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all that shit's been sitting out in the elements, so none of it. I can't imagine anything on that thing is worth having.
No.
So I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't. People are dumb. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
People equal shit. We've said it many times.
Yeah. Well, I heard on the radio the other day. Apparently, this has gone all the way to like national coverage for this damn thing now.
I know, right?
I mean, we talked about it from Huffington Post, but I guess it's gone like bigger even than that. That I think they said something like some other country's news had something about it, and I was like,
of course they did.
Like, all right.
Well, see, so you already know that next year somebody's going to put up a fake tree there, or they're going to plant something in that island. Although I think it grew in between like sidewalk cracks.
Yeah, I think it did. Mm-hmm.
But something's going to happen, and it's going to be something Christmassy or some shit there in a year.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Part of me wants to go over with like some weed killer and just make sure that it stays dead.
Napalm.
Yeah, napalm would work.
I'm just calling an airstrike.
Yes.
Seems aggressive, I know, but I think it'll be fine.
A little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I know, it seems very bah humbug on our part, but it's like just the amount of people blabbing on about this thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's a weed. Why are you so enamored with this? Like.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Like, I don't get it, but.
I don't get it either.
I don't know. I feel like there's better things to put energy into. Just like, and people are like buying those shirts and stuff, and they're like, oh, I want to have something to remember this by. I'm like, why? In 20 years, you're going to look at that damn shirt, or 10 years, whatever. You're going to look at that shirt and be like, wow, what an idiot I am. March, yeah. Next week. But whatever. That's going to be a shirt that a bunch of them ends up in Goodwill, Yeah,
probably.
No. Again, I hate the fact that the stuff, the merchandise that was created quickly for it, like none of it was going to a good cause or something like that. It's like I would have so much less issue if that was the overall thing of it was, because there was stuff being donated, like toys and stuff there, and So if that was happening and then some money was being given from the other stuff, I'd be like, you know what? I hate the stupid thing, but in the end, cool, you know,
Yeah, it
people
means
gave.
well.
Yeah. But no, they're just making stacks off it. It's like,
I guess somebody's gonna.
yeah, it's like, you know, maybe don't buy that stupid shirt. Maybe help somebody, you know, help a food bank out or something, but whatever. So, yeah. But anyways, good riddance. I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
You're over it.
So tired of seeing the coverage on the news about this damn thing.
I guess it's like, for me, since I don't watch the news, I haven't seen dick about it.
Yeah.
Besides, unless I actively seek it out.
Mm-hmm.
Except for this morning when my, Channel 13, like, news alert came across, like, Christmas weed was stolen. I just started laughing. I went, ah. And I added it to my podcast notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Because it's like, it was such a pure Toledo story.
Yeah.
With such a pure Toledo ending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
This really sums up our city.
taking a step back from it, it kind of reminds me of, do you remember the Hugbot from a couple years ago that was just driving itself around?
Oh.
And then somebody just knocked it over and vandalized the thing.
It was in Philadelphia.
Philly, yeah, that's right.
It got to Philly, and Philly beat the fuck out of it and threw it on the side of the road.
Right. It's like, that's kind of what this reminds me of a little bit, you know? It's like something with good intentions, and then, you know, some asshole's got to ruin it for everybody.
Exactly. Philly makes perfect sense, though.
Yeah, the thing shows up in Philadelphia. We're like, what is it with them?
It's a bunch of goddamn animals.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Cheesesteak eating savages.
Doesn't it make you wonder though? Like, are the police actively searching for, like, the merchandise for this, or?
Well, they got it on video.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Like Channel 13 or something happened to be out there, and they were videoing as the dude pulled up and threw the shit in his car and pulled away.
What a dummy.
So I mean, it wouldn't say at some point, I'm sure they got like every video analyst, zoom enhance, doing all that Dexter shit.
Well, yeah, because if I believe right, I don't remember if there's like traffic cameras at those corners or not, but Walgreens has got a camera, and it's pointed towards the parking lot, so it might have captured something along with whatever, it's like.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're spending way too much time and effort to figure out who this turd is. Yeah,
that's kind of my thing. That's kind of what I was getting at. I was wondering, but I just feel like if the person's caught, that there's only one punishment, and that's that they should have to walk through downtown Toledo while people throw rotten veggies at them.
Yeah, like the shame bell.
Yes, yeah. Just the whole. That's the appropriate punishment for it.
That would be.
Yeah, and then all right, let's
not
move
rotten
on.
Veggies, like glass Christmas ornaments.
Okay, that's fine too. Yeah. As long as I'm the one throwing, it's fine.
Because it's festive.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'm going to get those ones that look like the North Star replicas, Ninja Stars.
Right, of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Wow.
Yeah, enough of the Christmas weed. Since we're on the subject of Christmas,
Yeah, till next week when we're like, hey, they caught the son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, I mean, you never know. You're right. We might have another follow-up.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if, it's all in the spirit of giving, and this guy stole it for some dumb reason, then the cops just tune him up.
Yeah. What I'd love to see is him steal it, hold it for ransom, and then give that money to charity.
Well, that would be kind of funny, actually.
That way the person would, it'd be harder to hate them.
Yeah, be like, well, I mean, I guess.
It's a little Robin Hood-like, right? I mean, steal from the rich. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Fair enough. So this isn't really a follow-up, but whatever. So last week I talked about, how I got the brandless stuff.
Oh yeah, right.
So in the selection of stuff I chose, I got partially popped popcorn. Have you ever had this?
Like the stuff that's in the bottom of the bowl that everyone hunts down and tries to kill each other for?
Pretty much, yeah. Like,
you know, I always thought in the back of my head, like as I'm searching the bowl for these things, like this would be a great product, but I didn't know how you could partially pop shit.
well, first of all, there's instructions online. If you look, you can see how to do it yourself.
Really?
Yep. But
Huh.
Brandless has dill pickle partially pop popcorn, cheese partially pop popcorn, and caramel and sea salt. And I got the caramel and sea salt one.
Sounds good.
And it's a little too salty, but you know, but it's pretty good. What was weird is it's like, you know, when you go to bite into it, you know, you're expecting the completely unpopped kernel, which is hard, you know, but these aren't. These are actually like a slightly softer beer nut, or not beer nut. I'm sorry, corn nut. You know how those are
right
kind of crunchy? Like that, it's like that almost. It's almost like eating those. And, I was like, wow, these were actually really good. I had never even heard of it before, let alone, you know, but when I saw it on their site, I was like, well, I got to try this because I don't know what the hell it is.
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Like I said,
that is seriously, every time I'm eating those, I'm like, God, I wish I could market these. Someone beat me to it. Yeah.
Yep.
I should have known it was out there because everyone loves those damn things.
Yeah. See, that's my thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I've never been around anybody who was like, give me those or anything. So.
Right.
You know, normally it's like, oh, these didn't pop. Throw them in the trash, you know? So.
Yeah, for sure, right?
But these aren't completely unpopped. Or, I'm sorry, it's not called unpopped popcorn. It's partially popped, if I said the other. So, it's just enough that it kind of blows the outside husk a little bit so that you can chew it. And that's it. I mean, they're still really tiny, you know, they're about the same size as the kernels normally are. They're a touch bigger, you know, because they have popped a little bit.
Right.
So, yeah, that was an interesting treat.
It sounds pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have gotten the cheese ones, but, you know, next time. Or I'll just make my own, whatever, you know. Because from the way it looks like it's super simple to make. Because you're only partially popping popcorn.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get on that, I think.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy those.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking too, because it's like, you know, we always have popcorn here, and, you know, I love popcorn, but after a while I'm like, I don't really, you know, like this gives you a little different twist on it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Enjoy. Yeah. I will say this though, it's still firm enough that if you have some issues with your teeth being soft or you've got a little issue with the tooth, maybe avoid that area, you know.
Right.
But it's just crunchy. Like I said, they're very similar to like corn nuts. So.
That sounds pretty legit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Man, I can go for some corn nuts now.
Yes.
I haven't had any in a long time. Sounds delicious.
I haven't had those in a long time either. It does sound good.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, yeah. I also tried, I had, was a bag of their like double chocolate cookie thins.
Right.
And those were really good too. It's like everything I've had so far has been really good. So I'm quite happy with what I've gotten.
Seems like it's kind of a good thing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, it's not something I don't know if I would keep ordering because a lot of that stuff I can get at the store. You know, I don't have to have it shipped to me. So I think their market would be if they can find other stuff that's really unique to them.
Right.
You know, then you're like, well, I want to order this. And it's like, well, since I'm ordering this, and then you start throwing in other shit, you know.
I mean, fair enough, right?
Yeah. I could see people doing that, but whatever. I'll have a link to the brandless page that has the different types on there. If anyone's interested. Or like I said, just Google partially popped popcorn and you will find a recipe.
That's pretty badass. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. So that's why I said after I saw how easy it is to make, I'm like, well, there's really no sense in paying anyone to do this, you know? Because you literally can do it and it doesn't, I don't think it'll be as stale as like, you know, if you just leave popcorn out it gets stale. I don't know that these will get that way, you know? And even if they do, I think they'd probably still be good because then it'd be crunchy and chewy at the same time, you know? So
that's something right there, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel it's weird, isn't it? Something that, like I said, I had never heard of, and you're like, oh yeah, people, always want that.
Man, like my kids will try to punch each other in the face to get those things.
That's what's so weird is it's like, like it's so odd when you stumble into something that other people are like, yeah, you didn't know that existed. Because someone else I told about it, that was the reaction I got was, like, that's not new.
Like, yeah, that's been around for a while there, like, Brian.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So, like, sorry, I'm not up on the popcorn trends.
Yeah, how dare you, sir? How dare you?
What's wrong with me? Sitting back, just putting various flavored sprinkles on my popcorn. Like a savage.
Like a savage. Like a goddamn animal.
I shouldn't say random seasonings, because most of the time it's that Creole seasoning. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tony's Creole?
For sure.
That shit is legit.
Yep, on some popcorn. Top notch.
Yeah, that shit's good.
Except it makes me sneeze.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I see that.
No, like a lot. Like while I'm eating it, I keep sneezing.
Right.
It's worth it, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's worth it, though.
Yeah, oh, definitely, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. So, what else you got? You got anything new that you stumbled onto?
Well, we had, this week was Logan's surgery finally.
Oh, yeah, right.
And that was something, to be fair.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, it took a while because they took out the infection and the teeth that were infected. They also, since they're in there, they took out the rest of his wisdom teeth. Right. Just to get it all over with.
Yeah, makes sense.
But he is, he's been better. He's a little sore today. Like, I took the day off.
Yeah.
I was supposed to work today, but I texted him, got hold of him yesterday. I'm like, I'm not coming in because they don't want him by himself for 24 hours. And I know he's basically an adult, but still.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he's actually, he has like narcotic pain pills. He's only taken 2. He's using them to go to sleep.
That's what I did when I had him too.
Yeah.
I can pretty much fight the rest.
And the big problem he's having right now is his, like, the side where the infection was.
Yeah.
Is so swollen.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
That he can, it's hard for him to open his mouth, so he's having a hard time eating. Like, he's literally eating with a baby spoon because it fits.
Wow, yeah. Well, it's understandable.
And I got a bunch of stuff to make smoothies, so he's, like, drinking smoothies and stuff like that.
Right, because I'm sure he can't use a straw yet because of the teeth removal and stuff.
He's got to wait a few weeks for a straw.
Right, yeah. Otherwise, that would be an easy solution, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not even allowed to blow his nose because of how much damage was done because of the infection.
Yeah.
They had to, patch holes in between his mouth and his sinus.
Wow.
So if he blows his nose, he can, blow out that they fixed.
Wow. What about, sneezing? Because I don't know, some people are violent sneezers. I don't know if he's one of those.
I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't have to.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be brutal. Yeah. Or like my dad after he had his open heart, when you watch him cough and you're like, oh, because it's just the worst pain,
Yeah. Yeah, so I feel bad for the dude. I'm probably annoying the shit out of him. It's probably every hour I'm like, how you feeling? You okay? You need anything?
He starts throwing bricks at you.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know where he got the bricks, but he's got them and he's throwing them at you.
But yeah, I mean, that's been something.
Yeah.
It's just rough seeing, it's rough seeing a kid going through that kind of shit, but I'm glad it's finally over.
Yeah, and then everything went well and what happened.
Yeah, the doc came in, he's like, everything is fine, because, he's like, I actually had a lot of fun. This is something we don't get to do very often.
I mean, who doesn't dream of just taking out half of a teenager's face? I mean,
Basically, right?
From the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's, poof.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So out of curiosity, what's the recovery window look like?
I'm not sure how long it's going to take the swelling to get down.
Yeah.
But it's a couple weeks before we, he's wait a week or two to call us and we'll come in for a follow up. But the healing is going to take a while because there's so much damage dealt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm sure that's a pretty strong trauma to all that tissue and what have you in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I guess I'm glad it's happened when he's young, because, the younger you are, the better you
Quick
heal.
healer. Yeah. Yep.
But still, Jesus, I just wish it would never happen at all.
Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Brutal.
Oof is right.
Mm-hmm.
Oof is right. Shiza.
Mm-hmm.
I also, I was doing, today I went out and got smoothie stuff, which, by the way, this is awesome. Like, I used to do smoothies in the past, and I think I'm going to get back into them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy everything fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they got so much good frozen stuff now.
Yep.
Specifically for smoothies.
Yeah, because smoothies have become like the thing.
Because Logan's like, I just want like strawberries and I want bananas. I was like, well, I'll go to that veggie stand by us, and because it was bananas, they're cheap.
Yeah.
But the strawberries were kind of like on the pricey side throughout the season. I was like, well, I'll interrupt Kroger's.
Yeah.
Frozen strawberries, nailed it. But then I'm looking, they got like berry blends of kale.
Oh, do they? I didn't know they had
like,
that. Wow.
Yeah, they've got like diced avocado that's like, it was like frozen at the peak of ripeness.
Right. Well, that is the
this,
advantage of frozen, and that's why, like, I think the thinking's kind of turned a little bit on fresh versus frozen, because the frozen stuff is picked at the peak and it's frozen like right away.
Yeah.
So there's no degradation.
For smoothies.
Yep. Oh, well, yeah, and with the icy, with the ice from being frozen, the crystals, that helps in the, thicken it up a little bit. Yeah. Because you don't have to add ice anymore,
Because, the grocery store, they had pork shoulders ridiculously on sale. So I was like, well, I'm going to make pulled pork today in that Instant Pot, see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up having a smoothie for dinner because it took way longer than I thought it was going to take. But, I mean, man, I'm like on board for this, smoothie nation that's taken over, I guess.
Yeah, I noticed some of it a while ago because of my brother was buying frozen blueberries a lot for he would just put them in like his oatmeal basically, and that way you just toss them in the freezer and during off seasons, when they were fresh, he'd just buy them fresh because, like you said, that place right up the road from me here has got them usually dirt cheap.
When like a buck a pint or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
when they're in season. So, but yeah, and I didn't know they had the kale ones, but I've seen some of the other blends, like where it's a variety of fruits and whatnot. And I'm like, that's really awesome. Because first of all, a lot of people aren't going to want to take apart mangoes, pineapples, shit like that, especially like mangoes, they're expensive for what you get out of them.
Yeah, they're a pain in the dick to carve up, too.
Yeah, we've even got one of those stupid mango slicers things.
Right.
And I used that once and it still was like, this is still a pain in the ass.
Yeah, this is that weird pit that's in there.
Yeah, right? That's like 2/3 of the freaking thing. Yeah,
I do love a good mango, though.
I do too. I like it a lot. But that's what it's like. If I want mango now, I'll probably just go buy either pre-cut or frozen, because that way I can get,
yeah, I mean, I got a bag of frozen that we bought a while ago, and the kids are like, we'll do smoothies. And then every day I do, still just sitting in my freezer, but it's like peach, mango, pineapple.
Ah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's delightful. It's all like cubed up and it's like.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because it's like to do that yourself. It isn't that you can't. It's just
pain in the ass.
Time consuming. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're paying more per ounce.
Away looking at the frozen fruit section. Mm-hmm. It's just like, look at all this goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But let me tell you, I mean, I do like the Instant Pot.
Yeah.
But the recipes online can suck a dick.
Oh, yeah?
Because I'm like, Instant Pot pulled pork. Now, you know me, I got a smoker outside. But I'm like, let me just try this,
Right.
Because normally before I had the smoker, I'd do pulled pork in a crock pot, and it'd be like you get it going in the morning, and by dinner time, you're ready to roll.
Yeah.
So granted, it saved me time in there. But like the recipe I found online, it's like, it's just an hour and then a 20-minute natural steam release. I'm like, pulled pork an hour. That's cool.
Yeah, right?
Nah. I don't think so, bro.
Really?
Yeah, so after the hour, 20 minutes, I disengaged the lid and I'm like going to grab my tongs. I'm like, I'm going to shred this shit up. And it was like I could, like, if I aggressively shredded it, it was more like a pork roast at that point.
Yeah, and that's
it wasn't broke down enough yet, you know?
Yeah, it should be fork tender. Like, you barely touch it and it starts falling apart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I put it back in for like another 40 minutes and then gave it like another 20 minutes of natural steam release.
Right.
And then still, there were still chunks that were not. So I did it for another 40 minutes. Yeah.
Interesting. Now I wonder.
It takes so long for that thing to build up pressure that it ended up being like a long process.
And I'm sure I don't know, I'm assuming you put the whole thing in as like a roast, right?
Yeah, well, some of the recipes, like, because I went back and looked, like, what did I do wrong? And a lot of them were like, oh, you have a boneless pork shoulder and you cube it up. I'm like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do here.
A little bit, yeah. But that's what I was going to say is I'm like, much like, you know, like if you're making mashed potatoes, you can put a whole potato in and wait for the water to boil and blah, blah. Or you can cut the potatoes way down and it works a lot faster, you know? That's what I was thinking is it would allow the tissue to break down probably because there's more access points.
Right, exactly. More surface area, all that shit.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, so it ended up working. It just took way longer. And if I do it for some reason in the future, I'll just plan for like 2 to 3 hours of it just being pressure cooked.
Right. Yeah.
You know, or by the time last time I did it, I just, because it had it was a pork shoulder with a bone in it, and I just pulled the tongs and the bone came right out.
Yeah,
clean.
That's how it should be. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I shredded the shit up and I was like, man, way too much liquid. So put it on saute, son. It sounded like a goddamn witch's cauldron out there.
I bet.
But it cooked it all down, and it's, you know, there you go.
Yeah.
It works. It does work, but it's just, I ate some, and it's good, but it's not like making it on my smoker.
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
Right. That's pretty much what, like, because before I got one, I was really trying to find, like, a reason to get one. You know, I think I talked about this before on here, you know, and I kept seeing a lot of people saying, you know, like, it does this, but you're giving up this for it. Or, you know, it's like it's faster, but you don't have the same texture as if you put it in the oven or out on a smoker or whatever, you know. So I was like, okay, that's stuff like that's good to know because, you know, sometimes that matters, you know, or like with this, you know, you want it to be pull apart tender, not like, well, let's have a hunk of it.
Yeah. And I guess to be fair too, because all the recipes I was looking at, because I don't ever like I wasn't following the recipe. I was just looking for times.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, that's I'm just scouring for times and looking for like kind of like a baseline between everything. And then I shoot for that.
Right.
But I don't think any of the ones I looked at were bone-in ones, and I know it's probably going to take a little more.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. I mean, it did churn out in the end.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, everything I was like, oh, about an hour. I was like, oh, wow, if this makes pulled pork an hour, I'll be shocked.
Oh, dude.
That's kind of what I thought. Not
only shocked, but so happy. Because pretty much any time you want, you could have pulled pork. I mean, how great is that?
Well, because I made shredded beef for tacos.
Yeah.
Like, you know, whatever. And that was like an hour and a half or something.
Right.
And it was like fourth tenders. Like, damn, I was kind of impressed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because normally, like you said before, that's a cook all day kind of thing to really soften it up.
Yeah, but that was a boneless chuck roast, and now I got this bone-in pork shoulder, and whatever.
Yeah.
It worked out. It's fine.
Yeah.
I probably added a little too much liquid because I'm still trying to figure out the whole steaming aspect.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that seems to be, from what I was reading, that seems to be one of the bigger learning curves of it is getting the liquid amount right.
Yeah.
You know, for some things it wouldn't matter. You know, like if you just threw like a chuck roast or something in there with a bunch of veggies, who cares if it's got all that liquid, because that's going to be delicious broth that you can use for a base for something else, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Or gravy over the top of everything, however you want to look at it, you know?
I want my pulled pork to be a little moist, but I did an apple cider.
Yeah.
And I just did too much.
Yeah. You just don't want it swimming. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it was. That's why I was letting it like boil out.
Sure.
Because, you know, that pork shoulder had such a good fat cap on it, and I like scored it, and it just like all rendered down, so it kind of made its own broth, basically, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. but it's just
That's probably some good drinking right there.
yeah, for sure, right?
I mean, pork juice and apple cider vinegar,
Yeah, nice. Rim the glass and dry rub.
right? Yes. Put like, some pieces of the pork down in it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Delicious. Dinner in a
Yeah,
glass.
I mean, I don't know. I do dig the thing, and I read a thing over the weekend that talked about how there's people are making cookware specifically to go inside of it.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
Which is kind of cool because mine didn't come. Mine came with a little like wire thing when you're braising meat, so it's just not just sitting on the bottom and get liquid under it. You know?
Yep. I think that's all mine came with.
Yeah, but apparently, like one of my friends, hers came with a steamer basket.
Yeah.
So she could put meat in and then put the steamer basket over to meat. And I'm like, wow, I wish I had that.
Right? That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which makes sense because these things are all the damn rage right now. So accessories make sense that they would be, popping
sure.
up. So yeah. I know I kind of want to get, I've seen a couple on Amazon where it's like a set to where it's got like a cake pan kind of thing, a steamer basket, and a couple other, I think a different rack or something like that. And I think it's like $20 or $30 for it. And I was like, I kind of want that because
right.
I think that gives you more options,
It does. Because I mean, honestly, the reason I bought it, well, one, it was such a good price when I saw it.
Right. That's the reason I bought mine too. Yeah.
I knew I was going to be like switching jobs and I was going to have less time. So I wanted something I could cook faster and then teach the kids how to use it or whatever, Mm-hmm. But
yeah. Makes sense to me.
For sure.
Yeah. I still haven't used mine yet. So I was going to I told you before, I was going to make stew in it, but I had to switch it up because I had ingredient issues.
Yeah, right.
Because like I said, I'm not trying, if it's something you got to keep adding stuff to, you really don't want to use that because you don't want to have to, let all that steam out and then wait for it to build again. And,
Yeah, that's definitely like a one pot situation you want to do.
For sure.
That's why I have this giant ham bone in my fridge for my mom's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's got so much ham on it still. Like I got to clean it up and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? Because it might be, if it fits in the little like instant pot, I could just make ham broth.
Yeah, that's true. You could.
Like a little ham stock action, But
you have a Sawzall?
I mean, I don't, but I do have power tools.
I was going to say, cut that sumbitch down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like my mom always uses them for bean soup.
I'm so over bean soup.
Yeah, I've never liked bean soup, so
I don't mind it, but it's if like someone's like, "Would you like bean soup or slap to the face?" I'd have to sit there and think. Like,
Wow, that's pretty over bean soup then.
Yeah, I'm very over it.
Yeah, understandable.
Well, not to mention, I mean, this might be a little TMI for our listening audience. Bean soup and I don't get along real well.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Like, you want to not be anywhere in my vicinity. It's hot pants for sure.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good.
Not a good time.
No.
That would be my He-Man name, Hot Pants.
Hot Pants, yeah.
Gotta be by myself because I'm just ripping gassers in the corner.
Even Stinkor is like, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Stinkor wants nothing to do with
He's
it.
got a pin over his nose.
He's like, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Oh man. It's funny because it's like, I don't like bean soup because I don't like just beans, for the most part. Like I like black beans, but again, I'm not going to sit down and just eat black beans, like I want them in whatever, something else, and it's that way with other types of beans too. Like in a chili, it's fine because you've got all those flavors and goodness and stuff,
Right.
But just like bean soup, it's just like, okay, to me, it's like, I pretty much get like, all right, there's pork and there's beans in here, and that's pretty much all I'm getting. So, but it smells amazing when it's cooking.
Yeah.
Because pork always smells amazing when it's cooking.
Pork is amazing.
Yeah.
But when I was doing that Tim Ferriss slow carb diet,
yeah,
dude, I was eating a can of black beans a day.
Oh my.
Because I was doing my driving work and I was eating lunch because it was before I was doing like the intermittent fasting and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And every morning we'd get cans of beans from Costco. I'd just pop open a can of black beans, throw it in a Tupperware, like douse of like hot sauce and something else.
Oh,
and
so
that was
you
lunch.
just straight ate them? Oh, wow.
Straight ate them.
I was thinking
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I guess you could throw those in, like as a side with an omelet or something like that, or right in the
I would
omelet.
like rinse them off and then like throw a little, like I said, like hot sauce and like, salt, pepper, maybe some seasonings on there.
Wow.
And that was like, it was that and like a can of tuna and a shitload of water.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't just eat beans. They're just too dry.
Like a goddamn Roman soldier.
I bet. Good thing you worked alone.
Yeah. Oh boy. Got that right.
Like breaking windows out in the truck.
Yeah. That's when I was like, man, I can't do this diet because this is going to murder me somehow.
Right.
I'm blow out an O-ring and bleed out on the side of the highway.
Right. Reminds me back to when you first did the, what was it, the kale smoothie or whatever?
Oh my God. That was rough too. Yeah. That first kale shake I made.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's funny because my brothers talked about doing that, and I'm like, if you do, don't make any plans afterward.
Yeah.
Because I've not only from
Get a
you,
good book, have a full phone battery.
right?
Yeah,
Yep. Maybe order a pizza.
maybe. That kind of defeats the purpose of the kale shakes.
No, it doesn't. It's fine. You see, you're setting yourself up so you can have the pizza later. You just blow everything out of you, and then.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't know what I'm in store for because that smoothie I made, I threw kale in.
Yeah.
Not much, just a couple leaves of it, and then I did a couple scoops of the old fiber.
Oh boy!
So just because I wanted to feel full, because Logan took like the big cup
Yeah.
to make his smoothie, so I did this dinky little 6-year-old cup. Like, this sucks.
But at least you can't spill it.
That's true.
Damn sippy cups.
Yeah, so I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Well.
Man, kale shakes. I'm for sure doing smoothies in the morning because, dude, I used to be for a while there. I'd wake up and not be hungry, and I'd go to dinner and fine. I don't know what changed. Suddenly I wake up and I'm starving.
Huh.
No idea what changed.
Interesting. Yeah.
I know it's weird. The body's weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I used to like them because it was something fast. Like I've for years and years, like if I don't, basically once I get up, if I don't eat fairly soon, a lot of times I get like tummy issues. So it's like with that, I can make it the night before. So it's when I get up, just boom on the blender and then suck it down,
Yeah, exactly. Ready, set, go.
Yeah. Or it's great for, I tend to do stuff like that for before therapy or something like that to where I pretty much got to, get up and go. So I can just down that on the way or whatever. So, yeah.
Smash and roll.
Yep. No kale shakes though, cause I ain't trying to do that to my therapist. Especially cause that room, two reasons aside from just the common courtesy of not wanting to just gas her out of there. Which is funny. It reminds me of a tweet that I wrote, which was, have you ever wondered how many farts it takes to fill a room? But the two reasons are it's stupid hot in that room all the time. So that's going to be bad news, and also it's a very small room. So, I don't know what kind of ventilation it has, but
probably not great.
you'd probably end up, it'd be like, sitting in the garage with and just breathing in the exhaust,
Yeah, exactly, right. Just hot boxing her.
Yeah. It wouldn't take long. Like I said, it's a small room.
I mean, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just do we'll do a couples thing, and you do kale shakes, I'll do beans, and
we'll just kill everyone.
We'll traumatize the fuck out of her.
I like it.
We're about to send you to therapy.
Oh man. Yeah, right? That'd be terrible.
It would be terrible.
Definitely not.
Terrible.
Not something I want to do to somebody. That's
fine. It'll be okay.
All right, fine. Let's do it.
Take my word on it. It's
All
cool.
right, cool.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. Oh man, but no, my week's been it's been fairly tame-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Tame-ish.
Yeah.
Tame-ish.
Mine really has been too, because like I said, it's pretty much been like Christmas build up,
Yeah, that's kind of,
And now it's like, okay, well, that's over.
Yeah, exactly, right?
It's
like,
so
moving on.
so funny how long that build up to Christmas is, and then, you know, it's like, all right. It's kind of like a roller coaster, you know?
I kind of thought about because I was home today, I thought about taking down my Christmas tree, but instead I, picked up some movie stuff and took care of Logan and played PlayStation.
Yeah, I think you made the right choice.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It's actually been a long time since I've just like sat down.
Yeah.
And completely just did not much except save New York as Peter Parker.
Well, good for you for saving New York. I
guess.
Yeah.
It was a weird feeling. I was like sitting there playing games earlier, and I'm like, God, it's been so long since I've just sat here and like was just not adulting.
Yeah.
It felt good, man.
That's awesome. Yeah. It is, I've been doing that off and on, even though, like, again, because all the stress that I carry is, like, 99% of it is my own. Like, I've created it or I put it on myself. And I've just a couple of times over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I've just been like, you know what? I'm just not doing anything today. Like, I'm not going to worry about the to-do list. I'm going to just, just whatever I feel like doing, playing video games or whatever it is, And part of it too is to make sure that I don't become a slave to the to-do list concept,
That makes sense, right?
Because it's like you can do nothing on your to-do list and it's still a fine day, and I just need to make sure that I appreciate that as well as those days when you're like, dude, I've done everything on this list today.
Right.
So yeah, yesterday was one of those days, actually. I just didn't feel like doing anything. So, until you and I ran around terrorizing Liberty City.
That was a fun time, though. It's been a while since we did that.
It has been a very long time since we've done that. Yeah,
it was. Hopped online, played some games.
Yeah, it was very fun to ride around in cars again, and get flipped like crazy and somehow survive it and whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or
good stuff.
You for some reason trusting me with when I was flying something. So
right,
yeah, which I crashed. Right as I was landing.
We may have to start coordinating video game purchases again or something.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
It was a good time, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Fun. It's really funny, though. It's like we spent all that time on there, and we were pretty much just setting shit up. We really weren't doing all that much while we were on there.
I mean, yeah, this is very true. It's been so long.
Mm-hmm. But
like I realized today when I was playing a little GTA and I'm driving around, I'm like, I have no idea how to shoot my gun out of my vehicle.
Yeah, I don't either.
Switch weapons even. No clue.
Whatever button I think pulls up the menu, I think while you have that up, I think it's like the right stick circles around it or something like that.
Wait, while you're driving?
Oh, while you're driving? That I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Because I was like, I got a sick ass submachine gun.
Yeah.
I mean, instead I got my pistol. So I'm like, I don't know how to change this. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, it's like right before we were done when you were in that shootout with the police, I was going to come over there and, have some fun with you. And I was like, damn it, all I can pull out is my pistol. And by the time I pulled out a machine gun, you'd already died. So
done been whacked.
Yeah. I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to be a good Samaritan now. And
yeah, pretend none has happened.
Put this gun away and go steal a car. As good Samaritans do.
Yeah, as good Samaritans do.
Right. Yeah, it's been weird for me too, because the adjustments, like I think in Saints Row it's the same way to like pull up the gun menu or to switch, like when you're walking around. I think it's up on the D-pad or whatever. And I don't know why, but my hand does not want to do that to pull a gun up. It's like I really wish it was just like if I pulled the trigger, you should just pull your gun out. That's how I feel it should be. And then you use like that up button to switch the weapon or something to that effect,
Right.
Because I hate the fact that, like, because every time when we were going around and I'm like, oh, I'm going to pull my gun out. And I was like, damn it, I hit the wrong button again.
Son of a bitch.
And I was playing Saints Row there for weeks and I kept doing it. Like, my brain just will not learn. I don't know what it is, but it just, like, refuses to accept that, that button is draw weapon. So
right. It is kind of funny though.
Yeah. So, oh well. What can you do, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here's something for you. Unless you have some more about PlayStation we're talking about.
No, we're good. Good. What you got?
I don't know. Did you see that that Toledo tops the list of best minor league sports cities in the country?
Really?
Yeah, something to actually be proud of our city for.
I did not. I mean, I guess,
Makes sense.
that whole area of downtown is like a bustling district now.
Yep.
So, I mean, I kind of get it.
And the new stadium is really nice. The baseball field is super nice, so
Yeah.
it makes sense to me. I was pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool to see, though.
Sorry, I was just looking here.
You're good.
Yeah. I know in the past Toledo has been named this. Like, I remember, I think it was like the Walleye, the first year that they were in operations. I think we took this. And, I think usually what it is, from looking a little bit, looks like the list probably kind of tilts more toward like who built a new stadium this year or who has a new team kind of a thing, because it obviously helps their, overall look. Because, if the Mud Hens were still playing at Skeldon Stadium, nobody'd give a shit,
Yeah, like that dump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess really, no, because if the Walleye still played in the sports arena, I think we could still win, even though it, became a dump.
Yeah, because there's always something special about the sports arena.
Plus the fans and the team, it's like the fans are
Yeah.
great in this city. So even if we do have to behave ourselves now because of family rules at the Walleye games.
Please text the whatever that section B, row K has a drunk man. He's a problem. That anonymous texting you can do now. That's so annoying.
So much, yeah, I know.
I like the good old days when people just beat the shit out of each other in the stands.
Yeah, right? That's what it's about.
The old, what the fuck did you say? And then, there's beer and popcorn flying. There's people rolling around.
Yeah.
It's
Everyone's
just a text
watching.
message.
Everyone's watching that instead of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I fully understand from the business perspective why they do that, because families are going to spend way more money in the long run,
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I guess, that one guy buying like 10 beers though, I don't know. That's a lot of cash. At what, $8 or whatever they are now?
Probably more now. I don't even know.
Fuck. I think when I was there for SmackDown, I think it was $7 for a big Yingling.
That's still crazy.
Yeah. Like a tall boy,
For Yingling.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not like a big gulp cup or anything.
No. Yeah, that'd be different. That'd be awesome. Like a yard of beer or something.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, half the reason there. I've been like Johnny PBR whenever I go places now.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was over at a Reset, earlier this week having dinner after work, and it's like they have so many beers there, but I'm like, I see PBR up there, and a pint's $2.50. Yes, please.
Yeah. Like I'll have 3 of these instead of 1 of the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Or 1.5.
Like, oh, it's $5 burger day and a $2.50 PBR.
Done. Yep.
Oh, you're speaking my language there, people.
Mhm. Yeah, because that burger's going to be tasty.
Hell yeah. Well, that's kind of why I like anytime I go there now, I kind of been meandering over to the Reset side.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got rid of that whole dopey pour your own beer system they had when they first opened. They actually have a bar over there now.
Okay.
And you can get bar 145 food. It's the same menu.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
before...
it's usually less. It's usually not as busy, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, before you could get the food over there, but it was a limited menu. You couldn't get everything over there, so...
It's the full deal now.
Yeah, which I never understood, because they are literally connected, and they can walk from one to the other.
Yeah, it's the same kitchen.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's like, why can't I get... Like, if I walk 10 feet or 20 feet over there, I can get it, but I can't over here. And you're all owned by the same people. You know?
Yeah, it's dumb.
It's very
It's
weird.
dumb, Brian. It's dumb.
Very, very weird. I'm glad they got rid of that beer system, because that was weird. You had to get a card, then put credits on the card, or money on the card, whatever, and then go get your beer. And it's like, or how about I just sit at the bar and order a beer? You know, like,
Yeah, exactly.
why am I going through all this work?
Yeah, how about, although, you know, I love speaking to the waiters and waitresses and the bartenders and all that.
Mm-hmm.
This poor girl, she must have had, I think she might have had fetal alcohol syndrome or something. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Because it was like every question I had for her, she's like, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm like, hey, what's your soup of the day? Oh, I don't know. I gotta go check. And she runs off and comes back and tells me. I'm like, hey, what's the difference between barbecue sauce and gold barbecue sauce? Well, one's like a gold color. Oh, and then she gave me the wrong bill, and I should have paid the wrong bill because it was cheaper than mine.
Right. Now,
It was just like, Jesus Christ, woman.
did you find out the difference between the barbecue sauces?
No.
No? Because I'm curious now. Like, is it more mustard-based, maybe?
That's what I thought.
Mm.
You know?
Or something like that, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, because she was, you know, very special. I mean, nice enough person, but I mean, you know,
Yeah.
not trying to be that guy, but
Yeah, you are.
looks will only get you so far.
Yeah, it looks like that's what it is, though. Is more mustard in it.
I kind of thought, see, that's kind of what I thought, because I was, like, you know, on $5 burger night, it's build your own burger, right? So every time I do it, I go for theme.
Yeah.
So like the first time I did, I'm like, I'm making a jalapeno popper burger, and I did, and it was delicious.
Right.
So this time I'm like, I'm doing something like Hawaiian, and I did like grilled pineapple and bacon, and then I was like, I need like some sweet barbecue sauce to be perfect on this.
Right.
And so I'm like, well, what's the difference between good barbecue and Gold's barbecue? No, it's kind of a gold color. Okay, well, I'll go with the sweet chili sauce then, because you're clearly useless.
Yeah. Ooh. Sweet chili sauce is good stuff. I like that.
Well, yeah. Of course I didn't call her useless because I'm not a dick. That's what I thought.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Why am I'm rambling about my adventures in Burgerland?
Yeah. Man. I really don't have anything else that I can think of.
Yeah, me neither, really.
Because, again, it's been pretty uneventful aside from, you know, hey, it's Christmas. You know, like, whatever.
Yeah, basically, things have been tame as well.
I know, right? So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess let's move into, Dude Mountain, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah, we have one more week of this shit, guys.
Yep.
Believe that? We're going to nominate the champions of Dude Mountain next week?
I know.
How crazy is that?
Pretty crazy.
All right, here we go.
Dude Mountain.
All right, there, y'all. Bottom three are being pretty consistent, being the bottom three. You got, well, I'm not counting Gaga James anymore. Sorry, guys. You got the old Big Dev piloting the USS Mangravy, steaming into various ports of unknown repute.
Oh, my.
I know, right? I don't know what he's doing in those ports.
I'm not
Dirty
asking.
port stuff. But above him, you got Neil, Tom, Joey, Neil from Daft Pod. And you got our buddy, Phil, former enthusiast guest. Current worker in a brewery. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Those are the bottom three, though. And I am just like barely, well, not barely. I'm actually got a good lead. But I'm clinging. There's no way I'm getting above 13th spot. No way.
Fair enough.
I mean, Clint or Jan have to really shit the bed.
Yeah.
Really horribly, like kale shake shit the bed.
Oh,
For
my.
me to gain any sort of momentum.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's go up to the top of the list. Let's go where all the moves are being made.
Right.
So you got the real battle is fascinating to me, but you got the underdogs. Garrett, our buddy's just picking the underdogs all season. 5 points behind the second place guy, which is the fucking Madden 2016 picks.
Right.
Is the most mind-blowing thing of this whole league.
Yeah.
That's the one that fucks me up the most.
Those two both are pretty interesting. That like he's taken the underdogs in every game.
Yes.
And look where he's at in our league. That's really interesting.
10 right.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy to me.
It's crazy to me too. And but beside a geek, he's currently number one. He's 2 points ahead the Madden 2016 picks.
Yeah.
So I am very, very curious to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, this weekend and for the next Dude Mountain update.
Yeah.
Where we crown the champion and the slurper.
The slurper. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying name for the bottom place trophy, but I mean,
you know,
or should I say a gravy boat?
Yeah, kind of like gravy boat. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess there's your Dude Mountain update, guys.
All right. Well, good fun. Well, if you still want to play Dude Mountain, no. Ooh, that's low.
Krakow, bitches. Lightning and shit.
All right. Well, I guess now it is time for the Q of the W.
Boom. Well, last week we all asked you, what do you love about yourself, guys? I got some
sexy answers.
Yes. Nate on Facebook, he just threw down a picture of Grumpy Smurf.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Not 100% sure what that represents.
I don't know.
Maybe he hates the little blue grumpy person inside of him. Or loves
it, yeah. Could be.
Yeah, I don't know. V from the Kick Group. She says her ability to adapt to every situation. She is the Swiss Army knife of humans.
That's a good talent to have.
Pretty sick. If I was a Transformer, I'd want to transform into a Swiss Army knife.
That'd be pretty cool.
Wouldn't it?
No.
It's not a vehicle.
It'd be way better than that. I mean,
what if it's a really big Swiss Army knife and then Optimus Prime can use you to like fix his cabinets?
Okay. That's very strange, but all right.
Like Swiss arm, transform and roll out.
Yeah.
And he just turns it on and he's like, just flips open a screwdriver and
pulls the toothpick out.
Screen door.
Yeah. Pulls the toothpick out, starts picking his non-existent teeth. Yeah.
What Optimus doesn't know is a toothpick is his dick.
Why won't this come out?
He's like, yeah, keep pulling on it.
Yeah. Oh my.
And Philip, he says that I live in a pretty optimistic outlook on life and do very well with not letting negative thoughts affect it.
That's what happens when you're a drunk. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's again, that's a admirable skill to have because not everybody has that. Yeah. But
yeah, that's what I got on Facebook. Face page,
huh?
Facebook. That's actually the sister site I'm coming up with right now.
Facebook.
Facebook.
It sounds kind of naughty. So I think you'd have a shot at drawing some people in. You know, like Facebook's lawyers. You know,
yeah, for sure. Zuckerbots. I can't even talk.
He'd send the Zuckerbots on you.
I just see some sort of airship opening up and like 1,000 of those things come pouring out.
They're like Doombots.
Yeah, for sure. So
but they just wear, was it gray t-shirts or whatever it is? Or the hoodie, I forgot. Cool. Yeah. Whatever his attempt to be Steve Jobs is.
Goddamn Zuckerbots.
Yep, that'll teach them.
Yep, indeed.
They come down and then start explaining how to use Facebook.
Yeah, it's terrible, really. They log you in and shit.
Yeah, it's great for Congress people, apparently. All right, so on Twitter, I have one response, and it was from @HobiePod, and he said, "My girth."
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about here?
Waist size, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, with me, it'd be a toss-up because I could also be talking about head size. So, you know.
Fair enough.
That is pretty impressive.
Right?
Yep, that's the only one I saw on Twitter, so if I missed yours, sorry. Fluffy Bunny Ash says the answer is easy. She said, although it seems like a cop-out, I love everything about myself. I'm a believer in self-love and being positive about oneself. I have many wonderful traits and abilities I love. I love my body, I love my mind, I love my flaws. I simply love myself, as conceited as it might sound.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah, I know. That is a cop-out, though. I mean, you know.
We all agree.
But she owned it. I mean, it was right there.
It's true.
Right there. Yep. All right. So I just opened the wrong email. There we go.
Oh, dear.
Cheeto Bandito says, what do I like about myself? Nothing. Not even being funny here. I seriously cannot think of one thing about myself that I like. Good times, huh? Been there.
That's the end?
Yeah, that's it. That's the punchline for the week. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
I mean, I wish this was in some sort of order and I could read it from over here. There's going to be a cool sound effect there. There's going to be something like...
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, he makes us laugh pretty consistently, so...
I know. I'm a big fan of Cheeto, despite the fact he hasn't refriended me on PlayStation. It's okay. It's all right, though. I can get over it.
Damn.
Tony's
throwing salt.
He's been interacting with our show for a very long time.
True.
And I love the fact that he does that and makes us laugh pretty much every week. Except this week, it kind of made me feel sad.
Yeah. I mean, having said all that, I mean, you know.
Even Vertebro's like, bro.
He's like,
kill my vibe, bro.
Vertebro says no, bro.
Bro. Kill my high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Play the Debbie Downer music here.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, it happens. Like I said, I've been there. I understand.
Yeah, I think we've all been there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. You know, I know I've hated everything about you at some point, so... No. I mean, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, how's it going? That was a good Joe song.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh,
you the guys that... Dude, fucking it's Pat and that song.
Oh my god, I can't believe you did that one. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, all right.
Wow. I love it. All right, 1 through 25, sir.
Wow. Well, dude. Number 1.
Number 1, huh?
Number 1, the Hearts of Millions, Cheeto Bandito.
See, there you go. There's something to love about yourself. Tony put you number 1 on the scoreboard.
Hell yeah.
Or in the hearts, at least. Maybe not the scoreboard, but, you know, you're the people's choice. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So this week's Q the W is, what do you now own because you borrowed and never returned it?
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My dad's sperm? No.
Did you borrow it?
Well, I mean, it went into making me. I mean, I never gave it back.
You know, I don't know. I'm not a big borrower.
Bower?
Yes. I don't do that. I don't ask for shit.
Yeah, Tony's not a Bowser of things. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Cash me outside. I'll borrow that.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually, if I do need something, I give it back immediately when I'm done with it. I'm trying to think. There's got to be something that I never return, though.
Mm-hmm. Mine's pretty easy, actually. Yeah. I borrowed a couple of DVDs from our pal Diggity forever ago. Like, do you remember when the Animatrix came out?
Yes.
I have that in another DVD of his that I still have.
Holy shit.
And if I see him, I would gladly hand them back to him. But yeah, I've had those for a long, long time.
That's hilarious.
And it's only because I haven't seen him to give them back. So
Right.
I mean, I guess I could get his address and mail them to him, but
I mean, I suppose.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's That's the first thing that pops in my head. Normally, I'm like you. It's like if I borrow a movie or a book or something from somebody, I usually try to give it back as soon as I can. So,
I mean, I guess the only thing I can think of, I'm gonna have to go with my my like work gloves from my last job, because they would buy us like those like gloves, the rubber grippies on the hands, you know.
Oh yeah,
and they're really good for working on cars. And I would just like, I'd have a pair in my pocket. I'd come home. I'd be like, oh, I forgot to leave these in my van. I'd be like, oh, well, they're mine now. I'll get a new pair tomorrow. But that's not so much borrowing as it is stealing.
Yeah, I was like, that's stealing, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, I guess what I've done with taking these movies is stealing, too.
Yeah, accurate.
It's not like it was a couple weeks ago, you know?
And I probably have a couple koozies that I borrowed from my parents and just threw them in my pocket. And then I get home, I'm like, ah, fuck, you know, so I've got their koozie and it's probably never made its way back.
Oh, right.
But they've got so many koozies, it doesn't really matter.
That is true, they do, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with work gloves that I've quote unquote borrowed.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Once again, the Q, the W for this week is, what do you now own because you borrowed it or borrowed and never returned it?
Is a fun question.
Yeah. I can't wait to see some of these answers. I feel like somebody's going to have some really good answers to this.
I hope so. Me
too. Otherwise, I'm going to be very disappointed.
My child. What?
Wow.
I borrowed them when they were a baby from the hospital.
My house. Huh?
My lumps, my lady.
Damn it, Tony. Mm-mm.
No?
Bad Tony. Bad.
Oh. That's
right. Your answer is bad and you should feel bad.
I do actually. Because I got the lyrics wrong too. I'm really fucked that up.
I think I feel worse now that you even admitted that you got the lyrics wrong.
Hey, you know, someone was listening to this going like, he didn't even get the lyrics right.
Yeah, but I think you would have been okay because, you know, you'd be like, I don't know, I don't really like that song. You know, you had an out. Now you've completely shut the door on it.
I'm all about just admitting my shit.
All right.
Trying to turn over a new leaf, Brian.
I tried to help you.
I know, right?
Yep, new year, new you, huh?
It's my New Year resolution. I turn over a new leaf.
Yeah.
Some dumb shit.
Right. I don't know about that.
This is going to be our New Year's show, isn't it? Now I think about
it. It'll go up on New Year's Eve. So, yeah.
There you go. Happy New Year's, you fucks.
So festive, you know?
I know, right?
Like, just,
oh, yeah.
Yep. And don't forget to, you know, follow Tony on all his social media so you can see him dressed as Baby New Year.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking like pretty much any day of the week. It's not just New Year.
Yeah, it'll be mid-March.
Yeah. Just depends on how much drinking he's been doing.
Dude, really? Yeah, I'm like, I haven't even changed a diaper once.
That explains the saggage.
That explains the saggage.
I think you should not leave a trail.
No.
That's no good.
No.
All right. Well, with that, I guess, as normal, say, hey, head over to saltylanguage.com, where you can get all the episodes that you may not have listened to already. So get on top of that. And, you can check out the enthusiasts that we've done. You can see the networks we're part of, such as the Tangent Bound Network and
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment. Whoa, so go check those out if you would. You may find some shows that you dig. You see?
Can you dig it?
See, I cannot get Booker T out of my head now with that.
Oh.
That's like, anytime I hear that, that's the first thing I think of is I want to say sucker afterwards. But
I go Warriors still.
I wish I could,
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, while you're on the website. If for some reason you're still shopping on Amazon, please swing by our site first, click the link. It'll take you back there and helps us out a little bit. Doesn't cost you anything extra. All our social media stuffs are on there. There's just, a variety of things. Tony has all sorts of shiny buttons to click over there, so have fun with that.
Click all the buttons.
Do it.
Especially that donate one, bitches. I mean, hey.
Right?
I mean, if you want.
Yeah, right. If you'd like to help the show out, we'd appreciate it if you would rate, review, and subscribe to the show if you haven't already. Them 5-star ball washes, kids.
Yeah, you betcha.
We need more.
Hell yeah, we do.
And
All the ball washes.
yeah, that's right. Please retweet our show links or share them on the face page face pudge or whatever you said.
Yeah, face pudge.
Face pudge.
Naturally.
Oh, man. Trying to think. That's what it was. If you want to reach out to us, like suggest a Q of the W or, say, hey, you guys should talk about this or whatever, you can email us at saltylanguage@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on Twitter at Stunami.
You can find me kind of on Twitter at monotony. Oh, actually, I had someone send me a DM.
Hi.
It just sat there for like months because I never checked my shit.
Right.
And I was like, who is this person? Open up, there's just someone going, hey, can I have your handle? And like 2 weeks later, like, hello?
Have your handle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming they mean my dick.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I would think too. Because if they can DM you, they kind of already have your handle.
I think they wanted like my actual, like my @ name.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can kind of find me there at Monotony. Or you're better off at salty_language on the Snapchat.
You can find me in Ninjitsu.
And then, of course, Instagrams and everything salty. LinkedIn, fucking Friendster. Goddamn.
Are we on TikTok?
Only.
That's
What?
I've been
TikTok.
Yeah, I've been seeing that popping up lately.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a short video kind of thing where you can put filters and shit. What it looks like to me almost is like what Snapchat initially was, plus their filters, plus Vine, kind of mushed together.
Oh boy.
Like, cause I think you can only do like short videos. So, yeah, I don't know. I've seen various people posting, like, check me out on TikTok. Like, how about no?
Yeah, how about I don't? How about I don't even download the app and pretend you don't exist?
Here's what I'll do instead. I'll wait and see if it catches on big. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe I'll look at it. Otherwise.
So now that we, share a video game platform again, Brian, and should we have a Salty Language Twitch channel?
That'd be interesting. Or it wouldn't be, whichever.
I don't know. Like yesterday would have been the worst shit of me. Like, these guys are just trying to figure out. They don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. That might have been
how
very.
Become a motorcycle president.
That might have been very entertaining to people just watching how inept we are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, man, it looks like in Zoolander, we're trying to get the files out of the computer and attacking like chimps.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be us yesterday.
Yeah. Well, if there's like a chat thing, maybe somebody could have helped us.
Yeah, maybe. Like, guys.
Like, seriously.
We're just like, jumping on the controller and ripping apart cabbages.
As we do. Yeah.
As we do. Falling zookeepers.
Because fuck cabbages.
Fuck cabbages.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. I fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make a cabbage person hybrid.
It's the only way I'm using a cabbage.
Like, science says this should work.
I've done all the things. Like you're looking at a biology book,
You're like, oh yes, I did that. Okay.
Yeah. I stuck the
I
thing
waited
in
9 months. The cabin was just right over the cabin.
You're fucking a cabin now?
Yes.
Wow. Put that on Facebook. Oh man. All right. Well, congratulations on making it through the show without nodding out.
Yeah, I'm
proud of you.
I'd be all right today. Actually, I've been sleeping and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think I like it. No.
I know, right? I did have a weird dream yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I was in some sort of like fancy hotel, and I was running through the whole, like I got this sick ass robe. Did I tell you about my robe?
I feel like you did.
Okay, it was the only size left of me, so I bought it. So I'm in my robe, and I'm in this hotel, and I'm running down the hallway, and Jeff Goldblum's in the hallway.
Of course.
He just stops me.
Wait, is he just
like,
doing Jeff Goldblum shit?
He's just doing Jeff Goldblum shit.
All right, just checking.
And he's just like, that's a great robe. And then handed me $20.
Just to have or for the robe? Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were doing a transaction here or what.
No, like he was such a fan, he gave me $20.
Wow.
And that's all I remember from this dream.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it kind of sounds like something that Jeff Goldblum would do.
I know, right?
Kind of a weird guy,
I kind of woke up thinking that. I was like, wow, that was definitely a Jeff Goldblum. He might have been dreaming the same thing. He might have woke up like, I dreamed this guy was running around with his blue robe on.
Yeah, he wakes up and looks, and he's like, again, because he doesn't have the robe on.
Oh, I thought he meant wet dream.
Well, it can be both.
Exactly, because if I'm invading his dreams like Freddy Krueger,
right.
he's for sure making a mess.
Right. That's why you need a robe. You wake up in the robe, it's nice and absorbent, you're all set.
Because I go into people's dreams and flash them. And then fly away with my magical robe.
Wow. That's
got to be a wizard that does that shit.
Yeah, you know who it reminded me of? The first wizard I thought of was the Ice King in Adventure Time. Because when he flies around sometimes, like the wind will like kind of blow his robe up, basically. Right. So that's what I was thinking.
Fair enough.
You're basically doing the Marilyn Monroe, but you're just flying through the air.
I'm just trying to transport.
Right. Also not really trying to cover,
Overrated.
Yeah. You're just like, I kind of like the wind in my nethers.
Exactly. You don't know living.
Mm-hmm.
So you've had the wind caress your testes.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. That and the ocean. I've heard those are two things that you need to experience in life,
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you dangle them in front of sharks.
Like a spa. It's like a spa day for your balls.
Right.
Put little cucumber slices on there.
That's what we're opening now. We're going to open genitalia spas.
Ball spa.
Only focus on rejuvenational type things for, for sad looking vaginas and testicles.
I like it.
Such.
Put a couple cucumber slices on, your labia.
Right.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Mud mask. You're like, oh, what is this, a salad? This is perfect.
Let me throw some feta over that.
Yeah, maybe not.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Might need to see a doctor.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't order this with feta. We didn't add it. Ooh.
Ooh. Mm. Like, bubbly cheese. All right.
Boy.
All right, with that, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Well, fucking Happy New Year and shit, too.
Yeah,
Stay salty.
I guess, yeah. And, Salty New Year, first of all. But,
good point.
Also, I don't know, put it on Facebook and, watch out for Zuckerbots. Bro.
Don't forget about Vertebro.
Right.
Yeah.
Forgot about bro.
It's a sick ass song, right?
Yeah.
Did you come up with that?
I did, of course. Completely uninspired.
Completely.
Yeah. Totally mine.